Without a shadow of a doubt, it's the Cronkite Show in social media history. I want to welcome you to the War Zone. I am the 5-star general, and it's the late night edition. Say, man, today I had to bless their game, bro. I'm going to show you how dumb people is, and then you'll understand why I got them 5 goddamn stars, man. But I do this for a living, man. I do this on a daily basis, baby. Let's get to it, man. Say, I want to welcome you to the War Zone and say top of the evening to you. And let me get some things situated. I want to say rest in peace to John Lewis. I gave him hell. Didn't agree on everything. One thing that I'm grateful for is some of the stuff that he did. So I can't take that from him. I think he's in a better place. He's not suffering anymore. So rest in heaven to John Lewis. Today I had to bless some folks' game, man. And what I did is there needed to be a conversation according to them. Well, before y'all got to see this video that has almost 4,000 views, Mary Courtney said that she was going to record the conversation. So you know what I said? I'm going to record it too. But I recorded it so that you could hear. This is what I deal with on a daily basis. I deal with people that feel like they know everything they need to know about me. I deal with people who seem to have a problem with how I do things when it comes to their friends. I don't have any friends in this game. My job is to expose corruption, and that's what I do on a daily basis. I don't feel like I need permission from certain people to be able to accomplish that goal. So I just go out every day and I do me. Now I know that irks some people. I know it bothers some people that I'm so bold and brash and I say the things that I say and I walk the way that I walk. I get that. But at the same time, somebody had to do it. Tomorrow I get to wear a very special shirt if I can fit it. And it's a Marshall Buffalo shirt. I never had any business being out in Fort Bend. But people cared so much about the kids at Marshall that they wouldn't help certain community members with what they were trying to accomplish. So I just showed up. Nobody called me. Nobody contracted me. I just showed up because I felt that the kids needed help. And that's when I first ran into Monica Riley. And the thing is, Kenitra, I get that all the time. Kenitra, let me put her comment up. She said, I'm confused. Mary was Team Monroe last week. What changed? Mary is human. Kenitra, just follow me. I expect people to be who they are until they show me who they are. That's just how it is. Now, one thing I don't do in this arena is I don't go pick fights. I will defend myself. I don't go pick fights. I will defend myself with everything in my power. And take you back where I was. And I met Monica because there were things being said about her trying to backdoor Marshall High School. So I just went to work. working with the community members that wanted to work with me, and help them establish a clear line of communication with Fort Bend ISD that still exists until this day. And once they had that clear line of communication, I backed away from it. So my thing is, when it comes to this business that I'm in, that I choose to partake in, I do what I feel I have to do. And I don't need clearance from anyone to do the things that I do. I don't need to, and I'm gonna be honest with you, by the master's hands. This is why I didn't want to get on the call, because I already know the pedigree of the people that I'm dealing with. But I wanted the call to show you that one, these folk don't care what they say. They like to throw rocks and hide their hands. So behind closed doors, they'll talk about anybody. You saw that today. Before you know it, you done brought a high-powered official's name into the game. And I'm like, why in the hell is you bringing that in? Why is you bringing this man's name into the game? And Kanisha, I needed to show y'all that these people, as long as I'm attacking people that they feel I should attack or that I need to expose, we cool until I gotta pull one of their people on the carpet. Well, guess what? It is my thing. I don't think I'm no better than nobody else. But in this game, I've earned my stripes. I put the work in and I battled. And just because you have a camera phone or a phone in general, you just don't get to call me and tell me to adjust my schedule to get on calls to address foolishness. You don't get to do that. And this accountability game, and you know, we in this group. I'm not in no group with nobody. I'm in the urban. I'm in the UUAA. I'm not in no group with nobody. I don't work with nobody. And contrary to popular opinion, I don't need nobody to help me do nothing that I do. Because I'm not finna be here, trying to get to the table. I don't need to get to no table with them people at all. I don't need to get to no table with these people. I want to say this so that people can really get a clear understanding. I do this for a living. I battle, I fight for a living. And just because you think you have the power or the know-how to run up on me, that's like me saying today, I'm going to get in the ring with Floyd Mayweather just because I know how to fight. When you decide you want to come for me, first of all, I'll let you know when you can come for me. You might run your house, but you don't run Gary W. Monroe. But if you want to come, then make sure you bring a lunch, because it's going to take you a minute. I'm not conforming. I've said that 1,000 times. I'm not conforming. But how in the hell do you want to hold me accountable when an elected official, a constable, calls another constable and a congresswoman a bitch, and you willing to let him make it? The same constable that put his knee on a suspect's neck, the same shit that happened to George Floyd, and you want to give it a pass? And those that support him, you want to give them passes? And I'm supposed to let that go because you think you can battle me. Well, I know y'all are kind of quiet right now. So if you end up watching this, when you told me you were going to record, I recorded too, but I recorded you live. So everything that you said about them elected officials, it's all over the net now. I don't want to be a politician. And guess what? Monroe didn't say nothing bad about him. That was you running your mouth. That was you in a back room with me throwing rocks and hiding your hands. But today you threw a rock and you didn't know that I opened the door on the back room and I let the world see who you really was. I let the politicians see who you really was. So I'm gonna say this for the ones that's bumping over in Fort Benton. One, I'd have told you Negroes, and this ain't for everybody, this for the ones that know who I'm talking to. You don't tell me where to go. You don't tell me who I can pull on the carpet. You just ride with me by the master's hands. You're gonna figure it out when I'm done. I do what I want to do. I've earned that right. So, Miss Courtney, when you fire up your camera and you want to hold people accountable, go put you about 8 years of work in before you come to me and think you gonna tell me what to do. Because you don't even get that right. You've not done enough. You've not done enough. You started on me a month, 2 months ago. You need to talk to Monica. I don't need to talk to Monica. See, that's how I already knew. It ain't the point that I said anything. It's the point that I said it about your friend. And you want to act like that ain't your friend. Yes, it is. You're a pathological liar when you say it ain't. Yes, I called your friend on the car, and I called Darryl Smith on the car, and I got every right to call them on the carpet. But you don't have a right to call me on the carpet. Not for the reasons that you're doing it. So here's my thing. I wonder how you're gonna walk these comments down that you made today. How you gonna take that back? The things that you said. You got in people's marriages today. But that's the normal for old messy bitches out in Fort Benton. Y'all like getting in people's personal business. That's what y'all like doing. This ain't got nothing to do with politics. This got something to do with y'all thinking that y'all can get in folks' business because of who you are. Well, get what? And all this shit about being gangsters and third ward and let's try something. You see that? What that say? That say third ward. See, I was the gorilla with the gun for a long time in third ward, Texas. So before you get to talking about these OGs who had Pampers on when we was on the block, you might want to check yourself. I'll never answer to these baby gangsters. Period. I grew up in an era where we had honor and respect on the block in third ward. I was on Calumet Live Oak. Big Scooter them was down in the bottom. Them Conway boys was over there on Rosalie. But we had respect. It ain't no respect nowadays. LaShonda Williams, you said it right, a silverback gorilla. And that's why I tell people, man, you think you know me because of what you see on social media. Kanisha asked me, my ears were bleeding listening to that call. It was so demonic. Why did you take the call? I took the call, Kanisha, because they called this conference call yesterday. So I didn't get the text for the conference call until my plane landed in Minneapolis. So my plane landed at 3 o'clock. This call was supposed to start at 2:30. So I'm not gonna even try to get on this call at 3 o'clock. You want to talk to me? I don't run from anything. I don't run from anything. I'll address anything, whether in person, on the phone, or whatever. But then because I didn't make the call, it was like, oh, he running. No, 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 no. Hold on, little mama. I don't run. I don't run from nothing. I'm too goddamn big to be running from people. So today I'm like, I got business to take care of. I'm finally getting a break, sitting back, and I'm looking at these old fucked up comments on Facebook from these people. So I'm like, okay, well, let's just do the call. So when we get to the call, before y'all seen this, it's like we want to get Monica on the phone. I said, I really don't have nothing to say to her. I mean, I can say whatever I want to say, and I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna double down on it and say what I need to say. So the thing was, I had to take the call because you wanted to make people believe that I was punking out. No, I don't punk out. So the thing was, is I knew from the gate that the call wasn't nothing but a twist up. It was to twist me up. You wanted me to say something out of pocket so you could say I threatened somebody. You ain't gonna never get that, little mama. I'm an old school hustler. I'll never cross myself. But I also knew that the call wasn't gonna go well because everybody wants to talk and everybody wants to stress this and that. And my thing was, is if Monica Riley had a problem with anything that I said, then why isn't Monica Riley picking up the phone to call Gary Monroe? Because you got my number. I don't know. Are y'all her protector? Are y'all her protector? See, because I'll say this here, and I told y'all I'm not gonna call her that name no more. I'm not. The character of this woman have been in question forever. Now, Josephine Jacobs, y'all see this comment. I never heard her name in Third Ward because Josephine grew up on the same block I was on. So the gorilla that I say I am, she could probably verify. But see, the games that they play in Fort Benning, let me tell you how they play these games. Let me tell you how they play these games. They like to do shit like that. And then when you get dead up in their ass, they want to call the cops. Hold on. When you get dead up in their ass, they want to call the cops. They want to call their little judge friends. And I don't care nothing about that. Because I don't go bothering anybody. But that professional Negro mentality where you think I got to get clearance from you. Let me tell you what you need to do, little mama. Put your skirt on, man. Put your skirt on. and stop acting like you ain't scared. See, I'm gonna tell y'all something, bro. Y'all see these videos all the time on Facebook where some dude just slapped the shit out of one. You know why? Because some of them get out their place, man. You start getting to talking like you a man and handling men like they men. You know, handling us like we punks. Some dudes can't handle it. See, me, I know y'all some cowards. I know you some cowards. I know the games that you play. That's why you wanted me on the phone. And then, Mary, you crossed yourself when you tried to take a general comment and twist it to say, oh, well, what Monroe is saying, if somebody cross him, he gonna kill him. And that's why I said your perception is your reality. See, I knew what you were trying to do, but what you didn't know is the whole world was listening. So, Van, when you came on the war zone and you was trying to tell people what happened on the call, they already knew you were bullshitting because they heard the call. And hopefully the politicians heard the call. So they can know who they don't need to fuck with. So once again, you baby gangsters got played by the OG because you tried to play me with your little phone call game. And me, I got the same energy when your back turned that I'm gonna have when I'm face up with you. If I was calling her that name every single day, you thought I wasn't gonna say it because she got on the phone. I'm real with this, man. And as I said earlier, I'm a beer drinking, cigarette smoking, crazy motherfucker. But I don't bother nobody. I'm gonna put this up because it's a great comment. You call it like you see it because I see people bashing your name all the time. You be hurting their feelings. And you know what, Rontrell? You exactly right. It was people advocating for education before I came through the door. But even after I came, ain't nobody did it like me. You see, some of y'all got a little balls now with your advocating because the OG had to show you that you can say what you want. Let me tell you something, man. This war zone has done great things for me. This war zone has reintroduced me to somebody that I love with all my heart. This war zone has provided knowledge and information to people that were seeking it. And along the way, we've exposed a lot of corruption. If you don't want anybody to say nothing about your shady ass friends, tell them don't do nothing that we need to talk about. And that's what it is, man. Now, am I going to change who I am? Not at all. Whitney, CG. Yeah, that was a middle school move, a gang of three-way. That backfired. It backfired. I don't care what, Rontrell, you don't have to send it to me. People hate me. Let me ask you a dumb question. Let me ask all of y'all a dumb question. How can you hate a man that fights for what's right? How can you hate a man that has gotten off my deathbed to fight for children and a quality education. How could you dislike somebody like that? You know why you could dislike somebody? Because you niggas getting paid off of it. You getting paid off of it. So that ain't the white man, that's you. That's why you don't like me. And you don't like me because I don't act like I'm from the suburbs and I don't talk all proper. I can't. I can hold a conversation with anyone on any level. Just like I told y'all about Albert Einstein. Oh, you know about Albert Einstein? Sure I do. I can talk to you about a lot of different things. But some days you got to drop down and get your eagle on with some of these Negroes. And that's what I do. So how can you hate a man that gave his heart to a game that nobody gave a damn about? "64 schools were closed in Southeast Houston before I showed up. None have been closed since I showed up." How can you hate a man like that? You know why you can hate a man like that? Because in the back of your brain, you really want to be me. In the back of your brain. See, that's why, Mary, you want to hold people accountable. You really have an infatuation with being me. Now, you may never admit that in public. You may never say it, but you have an infatuation with being me. That's what your problem is. I get it. But as ignorant and as crazy as I am, Miss Courtney, I was in that charter school with you helping your son. Why would you call me? If I'm such a bad person, why would you call me and you so high powered? Hmm? Let me tell you something, Kenitra. Listen to me. She say they trying to tarnish your name and your image. I'm an outlaw. I embrace being an outlaw. See, when you give a damn about your image, you won't be effective. I don't care nothing about my image as long as I get the job done. See, you got to understand the game that these people play. These people want to be political consultants. They want to make this politic money. I'm the big dog. I'm the big puppy. I ain't the big dog. I ain't earned my stripes in that yet. I got a few more years to go. But I'm making some noise. So if you're making some noise in this game, they get to lose clients. And guess who would get them? But I can tell you this here. You can have the clients. When the clients figure out you garbage, you gone anyway. So you'll make you a hot 2,000, 3,000, and then you gone. Exactly, Kanitra. Let me put that comment up for y'all. That's the thing. The people who hire you already know how you are. They already know. I'm a shit talking, beer drinking, cigarette smoking mother. That's what I am. And I'm not trying to be something that I'm not. I love who I am. I love what I'm able to accomplish. And some people fight these systems all their lives and never get the results that I get. And that's why for every black person that talks bad about me, that doesn't even know me, I love when my former good friend, former governor, Mark White, would tell me, Don't change nothing. Old rich white man. Don't change that. But see, the Negroes have a problem with it. My former superintendent, Billy Reagan. Don't you change nothing about what you do, Monroe. Old rich white man. My good friend, Dr. Bertie Simmons. Old rich white man. No, Bertie, one of the best principles I've ever laid eyes on. So as long as I am good with certain people, then I'm straight. So I really don't worry about anything that people say. I just do the work. I just do the work. And I don't care. Love Bertie with everything in my power with me. Love Bertie. And let me show you. Where was these Negroes at when I was fighting the school district? It had to go to federal court. Bertie was there. Sarah Spielberg was a witness for me. Where were the Negroes that have a problem with me? Sitting at home thinking that these people would keep me out the school district forever. You didn't go to battle for me. I've been battling by myself. So, with that being said, I get it. I get who they are. And some people just hate the fact that I'm Gary Monroe. And I don't care. Let me check something. Some people hate the fact. Rontrell, I don't see no inbox. You're gonna have to send it to Gary Wayne Monroe. But I don't care what these people say. These people don't go to war for these kids. All they do is talk. Go out and battle somebody else. Don't waste your time trying to battle me. Because you're gonna lose every single time. You're gonna lose every single time. You want to hold me accountable, but not the Negro cop who put his knee on somebody's neck. You want to hold me accountable, but not the people working his campaign that know he put his knee on somebody's neck. But you want to hold me accountable. You don't get that right. I wonder where we would be if I had never shown up. I wonder where the school system would be if I hadn't battled them all them times. I wonder who would have saved all those teachers from losing their jobs. I wonder how many special ed kids would have got railroaded if I had never shown up. I remember the kid over at HSPVA They were messing over, and I made them apologize to that baby. I wonder what would have happened to her if I had never shown up. I wonder if some of these black schools would have been built if I had never shown up. See, don't say you're doing the work when I know I do it. But your panties are in a bunch because you wish that you could say you've done the things that I've done. Trust me, I get it. Trust me, I actually get it. I will continue to be me. I will continue to be me. Because if I don't, who's going to do it? Nobody. Who's going to stand up for these kids? Nobody. So until God calls me, I'm going to be here raising hell like I always do. Until God calls me, I'm going to take on every assignment I feel is necessary. And I'm going to give it the same passion. Until God calls me, I'm going to give you the business every single day. Because when it's all said and done, who else going to do it? You don't affect change by being nice some days. I like your comment, Kanitra. I never told you I put the word out because I was speaking on your character. The way Shantae blasted that, none of them are your associates. They're your enemies. It's easy for me to decipher who my enemies are. You feel me, Kanitra? Because I don't want no motherfucking friends. So everybody that comes in my line of fire is considered my enemy. And you'll earn my trust. But I already knew these Negroes gonna cross themselves sooner or later. So if y'all watching, you really hurt yourself today. You really hurt yourself because now everybody see who you really are. I'm good, Kanisha. Trust me when I tell you, I'm good. You know, when I was sick in the hospital all them days, before I met a bunch of y'all, there was always a bunch of people that had love for me. And I'll never forget that. I'll never forget that. That those people loved me and encouraged me when I was trying to learn how to walk again. Those people were there for me. They were there. These people have not done shit for me. Nothing. And I don't want you to do shit for me. But don't act like you my partner 1 minute and the whole time you're trying to tear me down and think I don't know. And the crazy part is that's one thing that I pride myself on. I know everything that's going on with Gary Monroe. So when you think you out there and you running your mouth and you think I don't know everything that's going on with me. But I also tell you about your enemies. You keep your enemies closer. You keep your friends, these motherfuckers in your face every day. Keep your friends closer than you keep your enemies. That's why it's so hard for them to ever figure me out. Because once you come and you say you're befriending me and you're this, and I just keep you close to me. I keep you close to me. And when I'm out of town, y'all, you know, people, oh, I'm worried about you. I don't need you to worry about me. For a reason. I'm really taking care of wherever I'm at. I'm good. I don't never have to do this and when I get out the house. I don't do like this when I'm coming out the house. I don't have a reason to. So if all I gotta worry about is some messy motherfucker talking shit on the phone or at a motherfucking gala, I'm having a great day. Because you motherfuckers ain't even on my radar. You sellouts. The establishment owns you, but they don't own me. I want to say this for you, man, so that you can feel me. I want you to understand exactly what this means. All right? I ain't Nick Cannon, bitch. If I said it once, I'll double down on it and say it twice. And if you're looking for a goddamn fight, you can get one. I'm 5-star, baby. Y'all got played like a funky piano today. Now everybody know that you're some suckers. Recover from that. And it wasn't me. It was you that exposed you. I don't worry about them, Daryl. But I tell y'all what. I got love for y'all that got love for me. And the ones that don't, I can give a damn and care less. I'll drink a Bud Light on that tomorrow. Until then, I'll holler at you. I gotta go to 38 in Chicago. And it is what it is. Calumet Live Oak, Lester, Jordan, till I die. Gotta go play with the boys over there on the other side of town, man. I love where I come from. But I tell you, this ain't the fight you want. Be careful who you pick a fight with. Because your next fight you pick might be with a real OG. I holler.